Hi Stampers, I have a few more fun projects here I want to show you. One is this really cute box, and you open it up and you can put hand sanitizer in there. This is one of the gifts I gave to my gals who went to convention with me, and I'll show you how to make that in a minute. Here's another gift I made for them. I cut out these butterflies with the Big Shot butterfly die, and then I cut 2 lines across the butterfly with the paper cutting tool, and so it's got 2 slits like this with the X-Acto knife. That's what I used, and stuck them together. And then you can slip your chapstick right into here, because we were going to Utah for convention. The air is really dry there, and so we always need chapstick. So I gave them all chapstick, and then I added a couple of rhinestone brads, which are very fun. Or not brads, just stick-on rhinestones. You get a whole bunch on a sheet like this. And some ribbon up here at the top, because that's his little antenna. So I thought this turned out really cute. That's his little body. And then another project is this Kleenex holder. So it's got our pattern paper Beyond the Garden, and all I did was stamp using a stamp set that is called Best of Everything. So I took the saying, "Made for You," inked it up with Tangerine Tango, which is the color that matches that paper, stamped it on some white cardstock. Then I took the curly label punch, turned it upside down, punched that out so you can line it up perfectly. And basically what I did with the package of tissue was just wrap it like you're wrapping a present all the way around. Used our sticky strip to hold that because you need something very strong. Wrap the end just like you're wrapping a present. Then I stuck the Made for You on with a dimensional, tied some pretty ribbons on here, the Daffodil Delight color that matches with the yellow in there, and that's a fun little gift. So they got all 3 of these gifts from me. Now let's go back to this box, and I'll show you in more detail how to make this. First of all, you need to cut a piece of cardstock, and I've used Wisteria Wonder, 2 by 9.5 inches, and then you're going to score it in several places: 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. And then when you fold it, this will become the base of your box, like this. Then you need to cut another piece of cardstock, 5 by 1 1/2, and then you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inches, 3 1/2 inches, and 4 1/2 inches. Then you'll turn it and score at 1/4 inch and at 1 1/4 inches. So you've got these little sides then that will come up, and these pieces. Now what you need to do next is cut out the 4 corners up to this inside score line like this. So all 4 of these need to come off like so. And then you're going to put sticky strip to hold this into the other piece that you've already cut. This becomes like the little base to hold the hand sanitizer. So I've already put the sticky strip in the 4 pieces right here. You'll also want to punch out with the oval punch, so stick that in here and punch. This becomes the hole for the sanitizer to set right into. So we'll take one side and take off these strips and stick this down to the box to get started. Alright, so this is going to come around. This you want to become, sometimes it works best just to lay this flat. Stick it down just like that, okay? It's best to put the side pieces down first. This orange tape is always a challenge. Sticky strip. Okay, we'll park that right in there. Now we can easily put this piece on here. So now we've got our little holder like that. Then I'm going to take some Wild Wasabi pattern paper, put it on the back side of this box right up here. Now to decorate inside here, I want to stamp some words. So in this stamp set, there is a fun little message that says, "Friendship is a great place. I'm glad we're here," which fit perfectly for convention. I'm going to use Wisteria Wonder ink, and I'll stamp that onto my white cardstock. Then we'll just stick that down onto Wild Wasabi cardstock, like so. And then stick that down onto the front of the box right here. So when you open it, you have the little message right here. Okay, now on the front of the box, we need to decorate this a little bit. So I've got some more of the Wild Wasabi pattern paper. Put this piece down. It's all about layering and having all the fun colors show through. And then I'm going to stamp a fun little flower from that set on this white cardstock. So this is the flower that we're going to use. And I'll use markers because I want both colors to show. So taking my Wild Wasabi marker, just turn it sideways a little bit, brush that on. Then I'll take the Wisteria Wonder, brush that on. Breathe on it a little bit to re-moisten. Stamp it down. Now I've got both colors on that flower. Next thing, I inked up just the flower portion again and stamped that onto a scrap of white cardstock. So I have another flower here. And then I'm just going to cut that out. I'll take a little dimensional here, stick that on the flower, kind of turning it a little bit. And then I'll use one of these pretty rhinestones. Take your paper piercer and go right underneath it. Stick that on there. Okay. Now, we can put this on the front of the box. Oh, one more thing I want to do first. This will just make it a little more interesting. Take one of our sponge daubers and just brush the edges of that, giving it a little extra color. I use the Wisteria Wonder color again, so everything just kind of takes the harshness out of the edges of the cardstock. It doesn't look so stark. Then we'll put that right here on the front. See how cute that's looking. And we'll take some Daffodil Delight ribbon, trim that off. And there you have it. Now you insert your hand sanitizer right in there. So here's the finished one again. Flip it open, and look at, I found this hand sanitizer that matched the cardstock. And actually I made the whole box first, then I went to the store and found this, so I was so tickled that it matched just perfectly. So fun little 3D projects that you can make. We're not just about making cards or scrapbook pages. The cute little butterfly with the chapstick for his body, and the Kleenex that you could keep in your purse for just a fun little when you need a tissue, and the hand sanitizer. So check back later. I'll have more fun videos for you.